to the American 7's Football Network. I'm your host, Ryan DePaul, and I'm here to break down all the highlights from this weekend's games. From the highly anticipated matchup out in Baltimore, where the New Jersey Bombers traveled, from BIC playing the U, two undefeated teams, a rematch from last year's championship, games in Brooklyn, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. A7FL was going crazy this weekend, and I have all the coverage for you right now on the A7FL network. Now, I know everybody wants to know about that game between BIC and the U. I know you can't wait to hear about the matchup out in Baltimore, but we had some amazing games. And the first game we're going to kick it off with is a game that went right to the wire, actually went all the way into overtime between the Animals and the Warriors. The Animals played great on the defensive side of the ball, but the Warriors stayed on the attack, and Keels continued to move his team into scoring position. But the Animals' defense wouldn't let up, and their offense fired back when Scooby took a simple in route to the house for a touchdown. The Animals' D made another stand, and their offense capitalized with a huge touchdown for Williams, giving them the lead. Keels and his Warriors weren't ready to lay down as they answered right back with two impressive plays to put them back in the game. Keels would convert the extra point on his hard run, sending the game into overtime. But it was Williams who sealed the deal with an amazing catch to give the Animals the win and improve their record to 2-0. Now, still to come, we'll be heading out to Baltimore, where the New Jersey Bombers take on the Baltimore Cobras. And, of course, more action from that BIC versus the U game, but let's take a look at another key matchup from Sunday between Pennsylvania's A-Team versus the New Jersey Savage. Now, Savage has fallen to the A-Team in all three of their previous meetings, including 2 playoff games and in the 2012 championship. But things were set to be different. Highly touted Savage quarterback and his fleet-footed receivers were ready to put on an air show in this 4 p.m. pivotal matchup. The Savage defense, anchored by veteran linebacker number 9 Ole, clogged running lanes, shutting down Pennsylvania's A-Team, allowing Savage's offense to display its weapons and RF1 to show the world why he is still the top quarterback in this league. He even found his own team captain, Prince, in the end zone for an extra point. The 2-0 Savage will take on the Bombers this Sunday in a pivotal matchup in Roselle, New Jersey. Don't miss it. Last year's matchup between the U and BIC was nothing short of epic. Two great teams, great defenses, and plenty of offensive firepower. This is exactly what we wanted to show the world on our opening night for the A7FL. Here we go. BIC quarterback Chris Johnson drops back with plenty of protection and threads the needle to laid-back Jones, putting BIC on the scoreboard first. Quarterback and athlete Kareem Moon marches his offense right down the field to knot things up at 6 with a beautifully executed screenplay. Chris Johnson answered back fast with a huge run from Courage Mosey that set up a touchdown reception from Nazir Smith, aka Mr. Incredible. The defending champions, the U, were not ready to go home yet, and Moon was determined to put his team back out in front with his arm and feet. At one point, he was sacked for a huge loss, bringing up a 3rd and forever, but was able to overcome and convert for a huge first down. He picked up another huge gain with his feet, and on the next play, under intense pressure, delivers a strike to Air Jamaica in the corner of the end zone. Now it's Chris Johnson, under pressure, looking to answer back, but he gets picked off and puts that explosive U offense back on the field. Kareem Moon wasted no time picking up chunks of yards with his feet, but the drive came to a halt, giving BIC the ball with the clock ticking. Chris Johnson, aka CJ, would chip away at that U defense, setting up a beautiful strike to wide out Terry Rowland to put BIC in the lead. On BIC's next possession, they went with their power running game behind the huge offensive line as Courage Mosey's scamper looks to seal the deal, giving BIC a 24-14 lead, with just 8:41 remaining in the game. BIC seemed poised to take the win, but Moon had other ideas as he hits Joel Rivera on a beautiful comeback route, setting the U up in scoring position. Later on that drive, Moon connects with number 21 Dominguez, who turns a simple hitch route into a score, putting the U back into contention within 1 score. The U would go for 2 as Moon hits TJ Brown, who makes a ridiculous catch, bringing the score 24-22 with 5:49 remaining in the 4th quarter. CJ would play ball control, winding down the clock and ensuring a BIC victory. In Sunday night's showdown, the Chiefs would take on the Rebels. Chiefs quarterback Alex Vargas finds his speedy target easy on a simple hook route that number 2 turned into an 80-yard touchdown. As expected, this game was chippy. Both teams from Bergen County, they don't like each other. The Rebels would muster some offense, but not enough to get on the board, and the Chiefs sealed the deal with a late scoring drive to put them on top 13-zip. Now we'll head out to Baltimore, where the hometown Cobras will take on the New Jersey Bombers. The Bombers started off fast, intercepting the Cobras on their first possession and then marching right down the field to take an early lead. The Cobras stayed poised and answered back with a 64-yard bomb for a touchdown. Both teams hooked up in a hard-fought defensive struggle, but costly penalties and turnovers hindered the Bombers' offensive attack, knotting the score at just 8-6 in the first half. The Cobras continued to play Baltimore football, hard-hitting aggressive defense with big play capability, sinking the Bombers with a score of 28-18. And that'll do it for this wrap-up of the A7FL. I hope you enjoyed our first show tonight. Tune in this week, on Saturday, we have an epic game for you in McCarran Park in Brooklyn. That's the Chiefs are going to take on BIC. Both teams are undefeated. Both teams are physical. Both teams have plenty of weapons. And we're going to light up that city in New York this week. Don't miss it. 7 o'clock. That's McCarran Park. For more information about all games this weekend, you can go to our website at A7FL.com.